Welcome you all. Today we are going to start a new course, Research Methodology. In today's lecture, I will guide you about the writing of synopses for research. So let's start with the title page. You will here introduce yourself and state the full title of your proposed research. Here you will also mention your supervisor name and your academic affiliation. After the title page, you will write the introduction in your synopsis. In research synopsis, introduction describes the background of the topic that establish the context, relevance, and importance of the research. It provides a concise overview of the topic. It explains where your research journey began and why you are interested in this particular topic. Actually, it is important because your topic addresses a problem or phenomena that is currently relevant in society, academia, industry, or policy. I will give you the example. For example, if your study is about educational performance, it may be important now due to recent reforms or disruptions like online learning, etc. So, writing the introduction is very important. When we write about the problem statement, it should be clearly written that can clarify the core issue or gap that your study aims to fill. Highlight why this problem is important and worthy of research. Actually, your problem statement should be observable and measurable. It should be significant effect enough to conduct the research. You will write the problem statement that is not too broad and that is particularly aligned with your objectives. We also write the objectives of our study in synopsis. Actually, these objectives state the overall goal and break it down into specific achievable objectives. We mention key research questions or hypotheses if applicable. Literature review is an important part of our synopsis. Here we write the most relevant and up-to-date studies. We summarize significant previous researches briefly. Here we discuss how they relate to our topic and where they fall short. Here we justify our study's necessity. Actually, to fill the gap in literature mean previous research studies have not fully explored a particular aspect of the topic. There may be limited studies on the topic, outdated findings, conflicting results, or some studies are conducted on specific population with specific setting or with specific methods. Rationale of the study. The rationale is the reason why you are conducting the research. It answers the questions why is this study necessary and worth doing. It combines the importance, relevance, and justification of the research, showing both academic and practical values. Significance of the study is also an important part of your synopsis. This part describes how your study will advance understanding in the field. You should have to mention any practical benefits or policy impacts you anticipate by conducting this study. Methodology. Methodology is a part where we describe how we will conduct this research. What is our plan? What research design we will use? What type of population or sample we will use? How we will collect our data and how we will analyze our data and will conclude or draw the findings. Actually, this part is very technical and important. Clarify it, what data you will collect, from whom, and how you will analyze it very clearly. We also mention the limitations of our study that are expected. We mention the boundaries of our research and what it will not cover. We also acknowledge any potential weakness and how you plan to manage them. Expected outcomes. Here you predict your findings. You talk what kind of results you expect based on the literature or theory. Here we also describe how these outcomes might be useful. It is also important to mention the timeline of your research. Here you will explain how your project, how your research is scheduled over time. You will mention milestones such as literature review at this time will be covered or will be finished, data collection, analysis timeline, and final writing as well. Last but not least, we cite our most relevant and credible sources. Here you should be ready to explain why these references are key to your study. Mostly the psychology students write their references based on the review literature according to American Psychological Association style.